1996. The Nintendo 64 was at the cutting edge of gaming technology. Spice Girls went global, and multi-platinum selling rapper Tupac Shakur had sadly passed away. There was one other significant event that had defined that year in the football mad United Kingdom, and that was of course the infamous FA Cup final between bitter rivals Manchester United and Liverpool FC.
There is to be a memorable end to a poor cup final.
The game itself, described as dull and uneventful, ended with a single Eric Cantona goal, but nevertheless, the game made headlines for non-footballing reasons. Prior to the game, there was a great hype and buzz surrounding the teams, especially at the Liverpool camp where a certain set of players, known as the Spice Boys, was given special celebrity status. The Spice Boys was a name given by the media tabloids to a group of young fresh-faced players in the Liverpool squad, an obvious reference to the chart-topping pop group the Spice Girls. The young players, talented and exciting to watch, were considered superstars, and hence the name stuck. To match their superstar personas, the team wore outlandish white or cream designer linen suits, something you wouldn't necessarily associate with 90s Merseyside, but rather 80s Miami. The suits, reminiscent of the hit TV series Miami Vice, were unstructured, slightly oversized and loose-fitting. The designer of choice, Giorgio Armani. By today's standards, the suits would be laughable, but back then, these suits were considered high fashion and were Giorgio Armani's signature style, especially during the 80s and 90s. Usually a footballer's weird and extravagant sense of style is kept off the pitch or limited to a few eccentric individuals. However, on this occasion, the whole team got involved, much to the surprise and bemusement of others. The white linen suits caused a stir.
Why did they do that?
When was that?
At the 96 Cup final at Wembley. I said to Brian Kidd, 1-0.
You turned to Brian Kidd, your assistant.
1-0.
1-0.
The Liverpool episode at Wembley where they were wearing the white suits, he would use stuff like that, like, have you seen these lot? Have you seen what they're wearing? They think they've won it already. Stuff like that would get into your heads that, what do you mean they think they've won it already?
So whose idea was it to wear these white suits? The suits were the idea of none other than this man, the club's long-standing goalkeeper from 1992 to 1999, David Calamity James, who at the time was modelling for Giorgio Armani. Somehow, he managed to convince the staff and players that the suits would be a boost to the team's morale and give them that extra edge needed leading up to the game. With the exception of the manager Roy Evans, all of the players agreed to wear their white suits. I guess he knew something that all of the other players didn't. The team chose to forego traditional conservative British tailoring and instead opted for Italian flair and flamboyance with disastrous results. The suits in question consisted of an unconstructed 3-button jacket with light padding in the shoulders. As was typical of 90s era tailoring, the suit jacket was quite long with a low-sitting gorge. The jacket featured large sloping notch lapels with a single buttonhole and a single breast pocket. The jackets were ventless with jetted pockets. The suits were styled with light blue point collar shirts and a striped red and white tie, coordinating with the club's official colours. To round off the outfit, the players wore a blue forget-me-not style lapel flower. Unlike the suits which were provided, the players were entirely responsible for their own footwear. John Barnes, Neil Ruddock and Jamie Redknapp took their look a step further by matching their cream suits with cream-coloured shoes. Some of the players wore high-end designer brands, while others wore what appeared to be high street brands. The style-conscious Spice Boy trio wore moccasin loafers by 90s designer Patrick Cox. The shoes were part of the popular wannabe collection of loafers, which closely resembled the profile of the iconic Gucci Horsebit snaffle loafer. The players accessorised their suits with sunglasses, black leather belts and even a baseball cap, a testament to their general lack of style. With the exception of David James, the Liverpool team sported promotional sunglasses provided by Ray-Ban. In line with popular 90s fashion, most of the styles included orb or oval-shaped lenses with metallic frames. The stand-up pair of sunglasses were Jamie Redknapp's unorthodox shaped pair, in which if you look closely, resembled the headlights of a 2012 Dodge Charger. Opposing manager Sir Alex Ferguson wasn't impressed with the squad's antics and made reference to the sunglasses in his 2015 autobiographical interview.
I don't know, what would you call it? Arrogance or overconfidence, or I don't know, it was ridiculous. I think it was absolutely ridiculous.
I'm still working out what it was. Was it because they're not taking the game seriously?
Well, I mean, Jamie Redknapp's like sunglasses on.
So what became of the infamous white suits, and what was the reaction to the suits following Liverpool's defeat? The suits were blamed for Liverpool's lacklustre performance, and the team was largely mocked for their poor taste in style. Many of the players chose to ditch their suits immediately after the game, with some either donating them or keeping them locked away for decades.
He's asking, is the white suit in the wardrobe, or did it go to the charity shop?
Mine certainly not. I can't. I think
Gone.
I don't even know where it was, to be very honest. It's probably gone right after the game.
Oh.
I went back to the hotel, climbed into bed, and yeah, probably left it in the wardrobe.
I've actually still got mine.
Have you?
Yeah, I've still got it.
I love it.
It's in the museum, in Football Museum in Manchester.
Can you wear it next time you come back on the show?
I mean, it might be a bit tight now.
A bit tight, you're joking. You wouldn't get in mine, let alone his.
No, to be fair, no. I mean, when I found it in a wardrobe not long ago, I did actually try it on, and it did fit me. So it must have been absolutely huge back then. When I tried it on.
The style. It was the style.
And look, I mean, I think it's probably perfect for people who want to get married on beaches, but maybe not perfect for FA Cup finals.
Since 1996, the white suits have resurfaced on a handful of occasions. Although many of the players who were present on that fateful day tried to live down the event, from time to time the issue of the white suit is brought up in conversation, being featured on multiple sports programmes, radio shows and discussed in countless articles. Most recently, in February 2022, the famous white suit has reappeared in a spoof video for the betting site Paddy Power. So what lessons can we learn from the FA Cup final Spice Boys incident? Liverpool single-handedly answered the old-age question of, can you ever be overdressed to an event? By wearing those white suits, the Liverpool squad made a bold and audacious statement. However, this did not translate into a winning performance. Putting aside the fact that the white linen suits were completely inappropriate for such an event, in some instances, the suits were grossly oversized, going against the golden rule of tailoring, which is, fit is king. The incident goes to show that just because you purchase a designer suit does not automatically mean that the suit will look good on you, and that personal tailoring or alterations are a must when acquiring a new suit. The FA Cup white suit incident serves as a cautionary tale for those wishing to steal the limelight on big occasions. Giorgio Armani famously once said that elegance doesn't mean being noticed, it means being remembered. Unfortunately for Liverpool, the FA Cup final of 1996 will be remembered for all of the wrong reasons.